A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Fires to the wideout. Caught on the left side by Wesco. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers right after the huge play through the air back to the line.
Hey, 95, 96, bridge. 1852, soldier. 1852, soldier. Go!
Follows his blocks. It's Davidson. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide open.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Off to the races to the right. The 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that was almost much bigger. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Runs through a tackle. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
The run inside. It's Johnson. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Looking for a crease, it's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play.
He's loose. Inside the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Stepping to the right. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves. And he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Enough to move the chains. Turns it on down the left side. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jacobs. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Throwing, Mensah. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quick give. It's Fletcher. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Mensah. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hits the hole. It's Davidson. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Here he goes. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Coming out with it, it's Wingo. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. That Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Here's Mensa to throw. Dumps it to the back. Out wide left, it's Pringle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looks it in. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Drops back, it's Reynolds. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Give him 105 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Clemson is quick to the line. Sells to fake. Rushes on. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Runs through a man. He might have space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Haynes. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Let's it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lofton. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it on the counter. Defense all over it. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Fletcher. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the 1st half. Clemson jumps to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Unleashes one. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. It puts so much pressure on a defense when a quarterback can get out of the pocket like that and has a chance and is willing to take a chance to try to make a big play downfield.
And that's why defensive ends have to keep contained. You got to keep that rabbit in the cage, right? You can't let him outside the cage, let him start roaming, because now it opens up my defense for big-time plays. They didn't get stung by it this time. The quarterback didn't find it to be open, couldn't make a completion, but you got to keep that guy in the pocket.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. throwing, Mensah. Moving out to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They're all over him. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas, taking on the number 13 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Jayhawks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength.
They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just...
All kinds of room to the right. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes! The extra point here would tie the game. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
From deep, it's Brown. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Pack's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Right side, it's Moore. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Looking for the edge, it's Johnson. Just smothered on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Ready, go!
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make the big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Mensah. Dax got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Canes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. He's going to get loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job.
Sprinting away. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead here in the second half.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Deep in the end zone, it's Wingo. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Mensah to throw. Moves to his right. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Quick catch. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Terry and Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Has to throw it away on 3rd down.
You got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, They've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Running inside, it's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride. So what a job to lay out and make the catch.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Drops back on first down. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. And this is going to be intercepted, a big play in a tie game. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Gonna run it, it's Pringle. Pass to 6. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Hits inside. It's Pringle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they've regained the lead.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Reynolds. Escapes the pressure to his right. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Powers inside. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down.
Here we go. Ready. 180. 180. 180 go.
They'll give it to Johnson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Nowhere to go. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you talk about all the excitement and emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over. Now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot? Or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Hurricanes enter the final minute with the lead. Throwing, Mensah. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Churns into the pile. Got a touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it moving, it's Davidson. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Rides to the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. To throw, it's Reynolds. Under pressure. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College.